Hello everyone, it's Irene here with the tarot card reading, intuitive tarot card reading for the upcoming lunar cycle. Yesterday we just came into the full moon in Leo, and today is January the 29th, 2021, and so this is for the next lunar cycle for all signs, sun signs, moon signs, Leo sign, whatever you feel most drawn to. I'll let that align with what feels right for you. So I'll be reading for all signs. So I'm going to begin with Aries. So this is for to help give you guidance over the next month. If remember, this isn't predictive, saying this is how it's going to, necessarily the outcome, but it's the guidance for the next month. So if you get one of these cards that feel a little sticky, don't think that, okay, this is how my month is going to be. No, there's a mantra in there that is going to support you. It's helping to keep you grounded over the next lunar cycle. So, okay, we're going to begin with Aries here. So what does Aries need to know for this next lunar cycle? Oh, two cards are kind of stuck here. Interesting. Okay, so I have the Eight of Wands in reverse, and I do want to kind of talk about the Seven of Wands in upright. So our Aries friends, if you feel like you haven't, there's just, I'm going to sum it up instead. What it feels like that you've been working really hard to kind of get things aligned and get things set up. And it does feel like over this month, I really want to see, I would suggest you get organized, okay? And get things like straightened out, set up, decide exactly what you want to do for a while. And you might not always have to plan every step out, but I do want to see some kind of, I would suggest some kind of a planning for you, getting organized. And it feels like you're really going to be standing your ground over this next month. So if it might mean that you even just need to organize your office, organize your home, get things kind of set up, get things, because your mind is going to feel more relaxed, and then you're going to feel more empowered as you move forward over this next month. Okay, Aries, so next we have Taurus. So this is for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for this next lunar cycle, please? Taurus, this is going to be a lunar cycle where you're being called to just take a break, take a rest. The Four of Swords is that sense of like, okay, I've done a lot of work on the outside world, or maybe you haven't, whatever it is for this next lunar cycle is a time of rest, and it's a sacred time of rest, or even just a pause. So it feels like, it's kind of like that sacred no, where you can say to the outside world, no thank you, I'm going to take time for myself. It's like I see this feeling of like they're in church, and they're just, it's very sacred, and it's going to help nourish you and give you some inspiration for as you move forward for your life. So it's pretty cool. And everything there's a phase and a time for everything, and sometimes we just need to kind of pull back, pull in, and that's going to release any kind of anxiety or stress that you've been feeling and just help you to get more aligned. Okay, Taurus, great. So now we're on to Gemini. So, and it just jumped out for you. Oh, interesting. The Eight of Swords, Gemini. So, so what I feel for you, and you are such a watery sign already, and we do have the element of water kind of within the energy of this card. So for this next month, there's this sense it's of kind of like going. The Eight of Swords feels like that sometimes you might feel that you're trapped or you're stuck, and you don't feel like that there's a way forward. However, there definitely is, and it might not be that someone else is going to instruct you on how to move forward or what you're going to be doing. This is a call for yourself to come back into your body. I love that beautiful red dress, and it's really talking about being embodied, coming back into your body, and intuiting what you need to do next. Like she has these blinders on, so she's not looking at the outer world. There is this sense of feeling very emotional, and we're not going to go into a place of allowing our emotions to rule us. Instead, we're going to find our way forward, just one step at a time. So your mantra is, you know, like there is a path forward, and you're just going to take it one step at a time, and then you'll get to where your destination is. You'll get to where you want to be going. All right. So, and now we move on to Cancer. Okay, so Cancer, jumping out for you. Wow, this card is called nicknamed Wishes Fulfilled, and it's a time of really feeling very very satisfied, very content, very happy. Drink a lot of water. I kind of want to come in and say that. And so for you Cancer folks, yeah, I really feel like you're going to be in your element over this next month. Okay, so do what feels right for your body as well. It's like I want to kind of, for some reason I'm thinking about the food that you're eating, the water that you're bringing into your body. You know, you're going to, I don't know if any of you have any gluten intolerances or not. There's just something here. So if you're listening to this and you're feeling a little bit upset in your tummy, this is specifically for you. You're going to watch about how much bread you eat, but you know, I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not going to go into that. That was just something that came in here. So that's what's coming up for you for this next month, the 9 of Cups. And you know, follow your dreams, follow what feels emotionally right for you, because success is here for you when you follow through on that. And you've been, you know, really longing, whatever you've been longing for, it feels like this is going to come forward for you. Okay, and so now we're moving into Leo. Leo, this is for Leo over the next lunar cycle to keep them grounded. Okay, so Leo, we have the 3 of Swords. Now this isn't predicting this. This is a very dramatic card. You have such a big heart. So this is like the Leo is all about the heart, and you're so, have such this big, beautiful energy. And so when you feel hurt, it really, you feel wounded around it. So it's kind of like Spirit is recognizing and honoring your big heart and just your sensitivity. And the role for you in this world is, you have a very, like we all have a precious role. And for you, I don't know if it feels like being creative, connecting with your soul is what is really important for you at this time, and to not get so caught up in what other people are saying or doing or thinking or believing and buying into their stories and what's going on outside. It feels for me that Leo, I really want you to kind of like come back to your soul and your big brave heart. And maybe you don't always feel big and brave, but know that it's there. Like it's this light that's glowing in behind all of this. See that blue sky? Sometimes we feel really emotional, right? This is kind of what feels up front and center, but what's behind it is this blue sky. There's a beautiful light behind it. So know that you're okay. Everything's okay. Kind of just tell yourself that, like everything's gonna be all right. That's what I wanna tell you, okay, Leos? Great. And now we're moving into Virgo. Okay, this is for Virgos. All right, the Empress. Oh, wow. So Virgo, you are like earth element, you're grounded, and I can just see how she is grounding in here. You're going to really be in this state of feeling like really content and in control and in your body. It could be feel a very creative time for you. The Empress, it doesn't mean it's necessarily female or feminine, but it's this creative time. She's creation, she's creativity. She's also very in touch with her intuition. So yeah, for this next lunar cycle, you might want to, you know, like get really creative. Whatever kind of creative projects you want to be moving forward on, this is a good time for you to be doing it, because it's very aligned for you at this time, Virgos. Beautiful, I love that. Okay, on to Libra. Okay, Libras for the next lunar cycle. Oh wow, it's kind of like the friend to our Empress here. So Libra's strength. You have this amazing resilience within you, Libras. This is a time for you to remember your inner strength and to also not be afraid of your inner landscape. Like, you know, not be afraid of facing your inner fears or your inner demons, or this is a time for you to have courage. And so whatever it is you've been wanting to do, you want to move forward on, please don't allow yourself, I really encourage you to not kind of step back because you're shy or because you are, you know, worried that it's not going to work out. This is a time for you to be strong and to move forward with that strength, because you have what it takes. It's just a matter of being, you know, believing in yourself and having courage. Okay, all right, so now we move into Scorpio. Scorpios for this next lunar cycle, please. Thank you. Great. And we have Temperance. Wow, this one just intuitively like hits me really hard. So Scorpios, water signs, very intense. I'm a Scorpio. As you probably know already, I've talked about this before. This is a time of balance for you. I feel like there's a real strong enthusiasm that's coming forward for you, and it needs to be, I want to say, tempered. And not that it needs to be, but the advice is to, you know, kind of balance. We don't need to do anything in excess. You are protected. We have this beautiful angel that is around you. The wings are so big that it doesn't even fit inside of this card. 1 foot dips in the water, 1 is on earth. So it's that balance between, you know, feeling your emotions and then getting grounded. Feeling your emotions, getting grounded. There's this real sense of kind of the ebb and flow that's happening here for you Scorpios. So we're not going to be too pulled away by our emotional self, and at the same time, it's an important part of who you are. So I really want to encourage you to honor yourself, and there's this feeling of like allowing yourself to feel and express your emotions here too, because it's very sacred. Who you are is sacred, and your emotions are sacred. It's just a matter of we don't want to let them like be too much for you. And so whatever it is that you want to do, I encourage you to move forward with that as well. So take that, and that blessing, that halo, just like you are being protected and watched over by your ancestors, by your angels, by your guides, by your soul. Okay, Scorpio. And Sagittarius, this is for you. Sagittarius for the next lunar cycle, please. All right, Knight of Cups. Ooh, so Knight of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius, you're going to be really listening to your intuition over this next month. Don't let that, your intuition is going to guide you over this next month. You're going to be moving and taking action. It's kind of like really feel like, it's almost like you're hearing things, you're feeling things, whatever your psychic senses are, because everybody has them. It's kind of like you just have this knowing, you have this sense. It's as if Spirit is guiding you and moving you forward over this next month. The Knight of Cups is all about how we moving in a world that's really aligned and in tune with your heart, with your emotions, like really with your heart. It's how you move. So, you know, just let that be your mantra over this next month, that I move in connection with my heart. So it's like you're not stuck, you're not staying still, but there's this immense love that is going to be building and just building up within you. Like my body's just feeling so at peace right now. So it's really, I feel like it's really beautiful, but it's important that you don't move too fast, that you go at a pace that is really aligned with you, because then you'll really tune into and hear your guides. Okay, beautiful. All right, Capricorns. Here's for Capricorns. Oh, wow, the Queen of Cups. That's kind of really cool. Okay, so Capricorns. For this next lunar cycle, it's like, feels like the divine feminine coming in for you, whatever gender you identify with. The energy here is of embodying and just being in that place of loving yourself very deeply, really nurturing yourself, caretaking yourself. Yeah, so you might be finding yourself like doing journaling, like it's about self-inquiry in the most loving of a way, softly, gently, slowly, but very like I almost want to say in command of your own energy field, in command of your own will, your own life, and how you're moving forward. There's been a few cups in this spread. We're not afraid of our emotions. We are in control of our emotions, and really honoring who you are and what you have to offer the world. You offer nurturance and support and guidance for people, but this is more about you right now over this next period of time. It's not just about others. Take care of yourself first, and then everything will fall in place. Okay, and now on to Aquarius. One card. I'm going to leave that to the side because it's it's right side up in my deck, so it's going to be for everybody. So for Aquarius, for this next lunar cycle. All right, beautiful. The Three of Pentacles, Aquarius, beautiful. So for this next lunar cycle, it's about collaboration. It's about like putting your eyes, focusing on the work you're building. It might be a project, it might be your job, it might be even working around the house, or getting things kind of cleared up in your own home and your environment. It's this physical world. You have done some manifesting, and now we're getting to the work. So we can't just dream about it, we're actually doing the work. And some kind of teamwork, collaboration with others can be really beneficial for you too, because then it expands exponentially. But don't let other people, you don't need to, I shouldn't say don't listen to other people. It's not so much about that, but it's like you are an expert on what you're doing. However, we can be open to other ideas. We can be open to support, and know that when we work together, we can, what is it, where three or more are gathered in my name. There's that, I may have quoted that wrong, but it's this sense of that we can build. But whatever it is, you're building, and it's very beautiful. Okay, that was for Aquarius, and now for Pisces. Okay, what does Pisces need to know? Okay, Pisces, the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. So for you over this next month, my dear Piscean friends, I have a Pisces moon, and I know this is an element, another one of the elements of water here, where it's important that it's kind of funny because it's kind of like I want to say there's a feeling here of like with temperance. We want to balance. We don't want to overwork ourselves over this next period. I think it might be your birthday coming up pretty soon. It's February 19th, and March 20th is Pisces. So, but you're going to be balancing. So don't be taking on too many projects. Don't be overextending yourself, because then you're going to get in a state of agitation, and you know this about yourself. If you do too much, then you get stressed. This is a time where you're going to take care of your body, and you're going to choose one or two projects that, or whatever it is that you need to do, that you're going to focus on, and that's going to help you not get overly worn out. So balance and keep things light. You're going to have some fun here too as well. It's very important. Great, and then a card for all of us is the Ace of Cups. So this is for all of us, for all signs for this next month. Love begins. It's interesting because we're moving into, we're on the cusp. It's February. It's Mbok tomorrow. It's like we're half tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. We're halfway between the first day of winter and the first day of spring. And so it's this sense of, okay, the days are getting longer in the northern hemisphere, and I can begin to feel spring coming. So hang in there, folks. New love is coming, new opportunities are coming, and above all else, love yourself deeply and dearly, dear friends. So that was for the cards for all signs. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you can support me by liking, commenting, sharing, and you can do whatever, wherever you're watching this right now. So this will be YouTube, Instagram, perhaps Facebook too. And I'd love to hear your feedback. How did this resonate with you? So it's Irene Bilton here from White Rose Wellness, and I'm wishing you a wonderful lunar cycle ahead. Much love. Bye for now.